Hello everyone. I'm going to be using this video as an introduction to this channel where I will be discussing many things regarding the black race. Things like why the growing racism in the West is actually good for black men like you and I presume, and why it has given rise to a new type of black man who understand what must be done to have a peaceful existence in this world that is dominated by white violence, and who understand that the position of the current black race is something that should not be, and we should not have gotten here. In this video, I will be giving you sort of a history as to how black men that think like me got here, and also to speak about why one as a black man should not, be looking to pander up to these racists, to these bigots who want nothing more than your destruction. So to start off, I believe men like me are a direct result of neo-colonization and Western imperialism. And a direct result of that is you get two types of black people. You get the black people that hate themselves, that want to bleach their skin, that want to marry white women and have white children. The mothers are telling their sons to go and marry white women. And, you get these people that straighten their hair, they flatten their hair, and they become these kind of like annoying sort of people who want to be white. And you see it all over the world where, other black people will make fun of somebody for being dark skinned with 4C hair, right? When you go to the Caribbean islands, there's a huge bleaching of the skin problem over there because these people do not love themselves. They do not think that their skin is beautiful, and they do not like the complexion that they were born in. So what they do is they try to bleach their skin and try to become lighter skinned, right? And to me, these people are people I don't even associate myself with. I will not have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? If I have a homie of 12 years and he says, I want to marry a white woman, I don't like black women, that homie of 12 years is getting cut off, right? Or you get people like me who every single day growing up, I'm told to hate my skin. I'm told my people are barbaric, my people are evil, and that they're not developed, and that their IQ is less than, or that they have the IQ of a 7-year-old child, right? You're told all these propagandized things, right? The first thing that we're told off is that we are barbaric and violent by nature. But then you go and do a little bit of research and you very quickly see the reason there is such few Native Americans and such few natives to any lands in the West is because white people have wiped them all out. I have never seen a Native American before in my life, ever. White people have wiped them all out. You know what I'm saying? White people will come on here and then they'll say black people commit all the crimes, right? But nobody talks about the crimes they've committed, right? 10 million people have died as a direct result, more than 10 million have died as a direct result of wars started by actual criminals, right? 6 million Jews are dead because of white people, right? When you look into history and see who's actually committing atrocities, actual crimes against humanity, actual violent people, you realize very quickly it's not somebody that looks like you, it's the others, right? You look at people who are carpet bombing places so bad that their soil become unusable. Those crimes like that isn't something that somebody like that looks like you and I did. And so you wake up every day, you're told these lies, and after very little research you find, hey, none of these lies are true in any way, shape, or form. And then you go through school, you're going through your everyday life, and then you're realizing that these people who you are supposed to love and hail as pretty much God, right, are essentially very, very, very hateful of you as a person, right? They come in here and then they say your hair is unprofessional, right? I probably could not walk into a corporate setting with my hair like this, even though it is my natural hair and it's just how my hair is. I cannot walk into a corporate setting like this because my hair is unprofessional, right? Because my hair doesn't fall down. It grows towards the sun. It doesn't fall down towards the earth. So now my hair has to be unprofessional. I have to cut my hair to fit somebody else's standards. And so you go through this entire path until you come full circle and realize, hey, these people have been lying to me, okay? These people are not telling me the truth. I am not a barbaric person in any way, shape, or form. I am not evil. I am not violent. I am not primitive. As a matter of fact, if it was up to me, the entire world would be at peace. But who keeps invading countries for no reason? Who keeps starting world wars? Who is the reason entire ethnic groups are being cleaned off the earth? It's not me. It's not people that look like you and I. No, not at all. It's the people who are writing these stories, creating these narratives. Okay? We aren't pushing degeneracy to the black population. No, 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 no. Okay? So after you go full circle, you come to realize, hey, the only way, and I mean the only way to actually become a sovereign group of people, okay, who cares about your race, right? Who understands what it takes to be in this world, who understands the problem caused when you have no defense, the only way to do that is to have a strong defense. And so after that, you kind of stop caring, right? You don't try to shave your hair off, right? You don't try to code switch, right? You don't try to, butter yourself up to be this sort of honorary black that they can like, right? You don't try to make yourself this essentially house nigga, which they can like, right? And vibe with, right? You put your foot down. You say, hey, the reason things are like this right now is not because of me, okay? It's because of you, all right? So once you understand that, right, that's when you start to actually get on the path to almost enlightenment. You look at things a lot differently, okay? All the evil people in history they tell you about in Africa, Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, right? Patrice Lumumba, right? All these people, they tell you were these all big and bad villains, right? All these people wanted nothing more than for their entire continent to come together, to unite, and to use their resources for their goddamn selves. Before those people came in, steal, kill, rape, and destroy. So you don't have to butter yourself up to look enticing to these people. Okay? You don't have to, sort of be this loser all the time to kind of just be like, oh, look at me. I'm the good black. No, never do that. Okay? Never, ever in any way, shape, or form, make yourself this sort of cuck to these people who want nothing more than your destruction, because I promise you, they will never let you in a place of power, right? And if push comes to shove, you're already on thin ice, so they will blame you for anything, okay? And so then after that, the average black man starts to think the Pan-Africanist view. But then there's a problem with that too, because very quickly you realize why all the others who have tried before us didn't succeed, okay? Because these people who are stupid enough to be caught in the propaganda by the CIA all the time, who are bleaching their skin, who don't want to marry people that look like them, don't want to have children with people that look like them, right? These people who are, mass murdering each other for no reason, just for a couple bucks here and there, right? Just so that they can have some sort of vacation. These people who are committing these atrocities against their own kin, on behalf of those people, for one single purpose, some dough here and there, right? You realize very quickly why the Pan-Africanist view, because we all start off the same way, right? The Pan-Africanist view, until you realize some of these people do not deserve anything. Some of these people should not, in any way, shape, or form, be ushered into this new age of victory. They should not be ushered into a place where people like you and I, who have worked hard to achieve this, right? They don't deserve that. Okay? If you were bleaching your skin before the rise, right? If you were bleaching your skin, if you were hating your own race, whatever, go ahead. Go do that somewhere else. Don't come here with that shit. You know what I mean? And so you quickly realize that this save everyone sort of fascist kind of view will not work. Okay? People who think like you and I are a small minority. And if you look through history, All major revolutions happen by a very small set of people. And that is the truth. Okay? You do not need to go and try and talk to everybody and involve yourself with the masses, to which most of these masses are incredibly dumb. Okay? So that is why, going forward, black men who are strong, driven, race loyal, and understand what needs to be done to survive in this world peacefully, right? They understand what needs to be done truthfully, right? To see peace on the African continent and to see that black people stop being on the barrel, at the bottom of the barrel in every single society. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully there's more to come.